You're listening to W.Media, and this is the W.Media Podcast, where we bring together leaders, experts, and veterans from the cloud and data center industry. I'm Julie from W.Media. My co-host for today is James So. He was previously the Vice President of Construction Southeast Asia for GDS and volunteered for over 10 years as a committee member for Singapore Green Data Center Standards SS564. Welcome, James.
Hello, Julie, and hello, W.Media Podcast listeners. It is good to be here today. In today's episode, we will take a closer look at the Greater China data center market. This includes Mainland China, Hong Kong, as well as Taiwan.
Excellent. Before introducing our dear speakers, I'd like to tell our listeners that this episode was brought to you by our supporters and sponsors at the China, Hong Kong, and Taiwan Cloud and Data Center Convention. Their commitment to the cloud and data center industry growth in China is truly commendable.
Now, it is my pleasure to introduce our guest speakers for today's episode. We have with us Coco Chang, Vice President of Business Development, Greater China at Sun eVision Holding Limited. Eric Gao, Gao Kun Gao Zong, Senior Data Center Project Manager at VNet Group, and Damon Lim, Regional Director for the Asia Pacific region at Data Center Hawk, and Wilson Chiu, Associate Vice President at Chip Telecom, will also be joining us. Their insights promise to enrich our discussion profoundly. Let's jump right into our first segment as we uncover the dynamics of Mainland China's data center market. My first question for our panelists is, what kind of growth do you foresee is the big powerhouse markets like Beijing and Shanghai? Are they overstretched at this point? Let me ask this question again in Chinese. 高总，您看这个两个一级城市的这个数据中心市场，北京和上海，他们会不会在这个阶段已经怎么说呢？已经到了一个极限的程度了吗？
我的理解是，我们可以把北京和上海，这两个城市作为一个 core。除了一个 core 之外呢，我们可以更多的讲，比如说 Greater Beijing 或者是 Greater Shanghai， 那其实可以更加的延伸出去。比如说在北京、在内蒙古、河北怀来地区，其实都可以看作为北京城市的一个延伸。那里有更丰富的土地和清洁能源。在上海周边，其实在江苏、浙江也有比较充裕的土地，包括电力。相对于上海也有更多的一些成本方面的优势，所以呢，我觉得将来北京、上海以及它周边的一些地区完全可以承接北京、上海两个核心城市，它在未来几年数据中心里边的需求。
谢谢。我再问您深一点，就是大北京市场，像您说的，可能包括宁夏、中卫、廊坊，
对，
河北。包括北京市本身，那他们这个市场是不是已经饱和？所以还是有扩张的可能性，在这1-2年内。
我觉得您说的地方呢，其实是我们讲大北京的区域，对来说呢，就是范围其实是我们可以叫比较广的。以我廊坊是我老家，是我 hometown 啊，那我也很清楚，廊坊里边呢，它的地理位置是非常便利的，比如在北京和天津之间，它有非常好的地理优势。但是北京廊坊那边呢，它当地的一些土地，包括电力方面，目前来说已经比较紧张。那目前来说，看起来北京西北部的像怀来，像内蒙古的乌兰察布啊，还有包括宁夏中卫您提到的地方，那这边呢，相对来说它的以可再生能源就更加充分一些。所以呢，我觉得将来来说，廊坊的发展会比较有限。主要来自于电力，在其他地方，您讲的怀来、乌兰察布，包括锡林格尔，包括宁夏中卫那边，我觉得将来可能会更加长远的承接北京的今后发展的一些需求。
Maybe Julie over to ask the next question.
高总可以就是跟我们也讲解一下上海、北京那边，如果需要怎么更好的去管理，就是这种增长，然后有什么一些变革，我们可以
政府有没有出具任何 推广这行业发展的政策或者支持？您看对上海和北京这2个大市场来说，政府有没有出台任何有关政策来帮助这个数据中心行业？
北京、上海，我了解他们都采取了，当地政府都针对于本地市场都推出了，特别是鼓励人工智能这块的发展。其实它推出了类似于一些算力券，还有一些政府的一些补贴啊，这是在北京、上海那边。那其实我们讲的更多的讲的叫 Greater 北京或者是Greater 上海那边，其实这方面呢其实是3个地区性的联动。那因为你也知道，今后的发展来说，特别是人工智能方面，它对电力的消耗还是挺高的，所以算起来，将来各个地方去，就北京周边的城市里边，它会对电力，之前有更多的一些，比如电力方面的一些政策。那今后呢，我估计这边还会有，但是呢，力度可能就不像之前那样，那么强烈啊，这是我的一些理解。但是当地方在给出一些支持政策的同时，那我了解，在比如北京或者北京周边，它对 PUE、WUE 其实有了越来越严格的要求，就是你在这边，我们期望你能够做的把这数据中心运营的更加能效更高一些啊，这是我了解的情况。
您说的政府比如说鼓励 DPUE 的这个值，现在是什么值是可接受？是 1.15 吗？还是
在北京里边呢？其实最早的是要求在比如 1.2， 后来就降到 1.15。那现在我们也了解到，新批复的几个都是在 1.1 甚至更低了。那这个其实可能更多的是只有通过液冷才能解决今后这方面政府方面的一些限制。包括北京那边，它也鼓励一些数据中心企业能够通过余热回收的方式，能够把数据中心能够更多的去能够从资源方面给社会带来一些正面的一些影响。
好，谢谢高总宝贵的分享。那再延续下一个问题就是我先以英文来说吧。What kind of investments need to be made into technology, infrastructure, and human resources to maintain the steady growth of the data center market in mainland China? Perhaps I ask this to Damon first before I ask Eric. What would you think in terms of technology, infra, and human resource? Would China data center market need to look into?
Sure, James. With AI taking up 70 to 80% of data center capacities globally, a key focus for data centers is definitely on the ability to support these kind of AI workloads. Market-wise, this includes system integrators, software engineers that can help to implement and maintain the physical infrastructure, all the way to the algorithms such as large language models. Then the data centers themselves will need to be able to support the denser workloads that, we've seen reach up to more than 100 kilowatts per rack. And that will definitely require more than air cooling for sure. The other part in each market that, needs to be catered for is really about the availability of power. In terms of mainland China, I think the power generation capability is due there, right? With the growth in terms of generation still outpacing utilization, and the current power generation capability is about almost 3,000 gigawatts.
Yeah, I think the China government focus is probably is chasing after low carbon policy. So I think it's a balancing act between the governments following a low carbon policy and also promoting industry like the AI portion, the large language model for growing in the China market.
Yes, I'm sure they are well suited and prepared for this. Yep.
那高总，您对在相关需要的科技基础设施甚至人力资源方面，对于中国数据中心市场的成长，例如甚至在最前端的数据中心成长，就是专注于做 AI 跟那个我忘了 large language model 的中文叫什么？您看这方面，中国企业和政府方面有做相关比较集中的努力吗？
我觉得中国政府其实对人工智能以及数据中心技术的发展是非常重视的。那作为一个国内比较我们讲的就是 历史比较久的一个数据中心运营商来说，我自己从事数据中心也要将近25年以上。那我也感觉到今后我们确实随着人工智能的发展包括国家对PUE 包括可持续性发展要求，那其实对人员的技能提出了更多的要求。那一方面呢，我们现在可能现在对我们现在的工程师，今后可能你不只能够熟悉你自己的一些制冷或者是配电，那你可能还更多去了解基于配冷制电之后的一些逻辑。可能我们讲的过去这几个可能更多的是需要对一些现场的工程师 site engineer 可能也需要他们了解怎么样能够在数据采集之后，怎么样对数据进行一些分析，以及利用一些工具提升现场的一些效率和可靠性。那我们必须都要学习，所有人都可能要真的能够把这个人工智能利用到我们的工作中去，提高我们的生产效率另外一个，我们也需要更多的年轻人引进来，他们能够通过编程，通过代码，通过更好的利用人工智能的工具，能够帮助我们今后更多的在可持续性发展以及一些新的应用方面能够进行在数据中心今后的发展方面能够做更多的一些努力。那包括也对我们很多国内的一些数据中心的一些厂商，今后随着液冷的发展，随着有更多的一些可再生能源，包括氢能，包括其他各种的技术的发展，那其实也需要我们更多的一些年轻的一些技术人员，他们更多的去了解所在的一些专业，能够怎么样更好跟数据中心结合起来。那我自己的另外一点呢，就是今后的发展呢，就是把数据中心这个 facility 它的基础设施会和我们的 IT 之间呢会合作的更加紧密一些。那我们现在也要学习一些大模型，也要学习一些整个的 IT 方面对我们的一些需求。那 IT 方面的人员呢，他也会去了解基础设施方面怎么样能够保证它设备的能效，以及怎么样能够保证它设备的一些具有更好的一些安全性、可靠性这个呢，其实是我们今后我理解这几点吧谢谢你。
谢谢高总。其实我想再细问一个问题，就是其实在液冷方面，中国这个数据中心产业，尤其是生产商技术方案提供商，在这方面已经走到很前端了。您可不可以多分享一下，在液冷方面已经走到什么密度？对 AI 服务器的这方面，他们是不是已经做得非常好了？还可以甚至可以带领中国以外的地方。
我身边有几个很好的朋友，他们其实都是在一些设备厂商里边，他们其实从事液冷也有几年时间，我们也经常交流。那其实针对于比如现在我们讲的每机柜30千瓦、40千瓦，其实他们都有一些传统的一些风冷，以及包括冷板式液冷的这种解决方案。那这方面呢，我觉得包括我们自己也在运营国内最大的人工智能的一些数据中心园区，那其实我们也积累了相当多的一些经验。那这方面呢，我觉得今后国内确实是可以把国内的一些比如设备厂商把更好的一些制冷方案液冷方面的一些方案能够推广出去，能够服务更多的一些国际性客户。那我觉得这一点是可以的。另外一方面也是因为IT 设备的发展，就像我们之前用的一些主流的英伟达的服务器 H100、H800 一样，其实它更多的它之前并不太直接支持冷板式液冷。那今后呢，可能是现在一开始就是要支持冷板式液冷。那今后随着我们讲芯片TDP 的提高，那我们可能需要更多的场景里边可能会使用一些浸没式液冷。那这方面呢，国内的很多厂商他们其实也做了很多的努力。我也每次参加一些液冷方面的一些会展，每次都有新的东西出现。那我相信今后中国因为它的液冷产业会更加的完善，所以呢，今后可能会有更多的走向国外的市场，服务全球的客户。
有的，我已经看到这些厂商在东南亚市场推出这些液冷设备、浸没式设备都有了，都在马来西亚是看得到。
对
I think Julie, the question is yours.
Yes. 我也有一个就是问题也想问高总，就是除了我们在讲就是中国本土然后您也是在中国本土企业嘛，那这边的话你们中国这方面有没有在目前有关注一些比较新兴的市场？那为什么有在关注这些市场？能不能请您也说一下？
好的，我想国内数据中心现在它发展虽然还在保持一定的增长速度，但是现在国家有些国家层面的一些战略，比如说"一带一路"，那其实国家鼓励更多的一些企业能够走出去，然后服务更多的一些亚太地区以及中东或者更多地方的一些国家。那今后在随着中国更多的企业在走出去的同时，那中国也希望更多的能够在当地能够服务自己当地企业的同时，能够服务当地的政府或者相关的企业。那我们可以看到，国内的一些公有云的厂商，他们其实已经把自己的市场扩展到"一带一路"以及更多的一些国家。那这方面其实国家里边也会有更多的鼓励，更多的一些数据中心运营商一起走出去，真正的服务自己国内企业的同时，也服务更多的国外的企业，把更多的国内的一些方案或者是 IT 方面的服务也带给更多的一些国际性的企业客户这是我的理解。所以国家可能前期我们现在也看到很多我们的数据中心同行，他们可以开始在香港、新加坡之外，现在更多的在东南亚地区，比如在新加坡、马来西亚、印尼都有布局。那我也看到我的一些同行，他们现在在中东也有一些筹划。那我相信今后会看到更多的一些国内的数据中心运营商，他们在国外开始规划更多的数据中心的项目和服务更多的国际性的一些客户和各所在地当地的一些中小企业。
我也可以分享一下吧，这里其实我之前是在万国当东南亚数据中心建设的，在万国在马来西亚有2大地方正在建大型数据中心，当然万国的同行包括秦淮还有其他中国来企业吧 ，SDS 也过来了，上海数据我忘了是不是讲上海德航数据，这些都有过来。其实当然它服务的当然也是中国或者是跨国的数据中心的用户，包括微软阿里字节还有快手也来了，腾讯都已经跨出中国到，他们其实是先到雅加达，现在因为马来西亚尤其是柔佛州的这个政策，还有电力的供应量还很足，所以他们已经过来建规模大约200-300到甚至500兆瓦的这个规模的数据中心园区了。
所以看起来是马来西亚还有印尼，然后新加坡会是我们着重的新兴市场。
新加坡最适合是做这个网络节点，因为新加坡早期开放这个电信市场，所以新加坡的网络节点跨美国过来去中东或欧洲的这个海底光纤是非常丰富的。当然这海底光纤也是经过日本、台湾、越南、泰国、马来西亚、新加坡都在往印度，然后中东再到欧洲跨2大洲，然后通过新加坡这个节点，所以新加坡适合做网络节点或者是 AI 的前端。那些算力呢就适合在附近这个电力比较便宜的地方，比如印尼马来西亚。对
对的。
那 Coco 有没有什么有可能想加 add upon you think there are some emerging markets that you guys are watching currently? 也可以说中文。
In terms of AI, yeah.
Yes, Coco.
Talking about thanks James for sharing. Talking about the connectivity hub. So I think both Singapore and Hong Kong is very suitable for that role because of the plenty of submarine cable are passing by Singapore and Hong Kong. And for the demand of AI and machine learning, and we can see the demand is growing, and we are also getting well prepared for this wave. And our data centers for Sunny Visions also have launched a new data center that in Changkualao that can provide over 180 megawatts to cater this wave of AI. And as a point of view, other than the role of connectivity hub, and Hong Kong can also support this wave from the AI by providing the technologies and providing the tailor-made telco solutions for the cloud service provider or the OTT.
And James, the next question.
在中国市场是不是很有挑战，还是像你说的，在某些地区，其实乌兰察布这些，它是有优势的？
那从这个角度来说，我们可以看到，类似于您刚才讲过的，乌兰察布，包括内蒙古的呼伦格尔，还有包括宁夏中卫等等，包括在张北地区也一样。其实整个这些在中国西部或西北部地区，当地的一些我们讲的叫光伏或者是风能还是比较充裕的。那这方面呢，可以满足当地的一些数据中心企业的应用。那我们可以看到更多的一些数据中心的运营商，他们其实在当地规划数据中心的园区的同时，他们也规划了更大的集中式的风电场或者是集中式的光伏，来直接建设自己的一些电力通道，能够把自己的一些当地建厂的一些可再生能源直接服务给自己的数据中心。那这方面呢，我们也看到了很多这类似的案例。那我相信今后，因为在西北地区，他们那边可再生能源是比较富集的，那我们可以看到今后还会有一些这方面的一些发展。
我听说，贵州其实也是算是其中一个，本来是其中一个基点，可是除了苹果之外，没有其他大运营商好像在贵州做很大的动作。
我了解现在在贵州那边，它规划的数据中心，我们讲园区，我记得好像是19个，现在数量已经很多了。包括苹果和中国电信的一些南部的这个大的园区也都在那边。贵州那边，我是觉得它今后还会有一定的发展，因为整个的贵州它自己在东西西藏里边定位更多的是它当地的一些气候更加适合于做数据中心。
它 PV 值用率达到 1.1 或以下。
对，是的，
明白。好，我们问完了有关于中国市场。那 Julie，
好，那我们谢谢高总提及就是再生能源的议题，还有就是我们以上的嘉宾。那 if you're keen on learning more about the challenges in getting sustainable energy or capitalizing on the China cloud and data center market in general, be sure to explore the W.Media China Cloud and Data Center Convention in Shanghai on September 24th. We will be bringing over 700 cloud and data center players to the event, and we can't wait for it happen to be in Shanghai.
Julie, I have a friend last week I visited Macau. I stayed 2 days in Macau, and I met 2 friends in the data center industry in Macau. And we talk about the Macau data center industry. And as I know, there's only 2 to 3 middle-sized data center. They're mainly serve the financial and the government and the telecom industry. So that Macau, they are going to cooperate with the Zhuhai government. They will build a middle-sized or large-sized data center.
That's what I thought too.
Hangxin, and that's but it has been all the data center has been talking for years, but it haven't moved on, and we haven't seen a new move in the corporate data center. But I think maybe in the next 5 years, there will be a lot of data centers in Zhuhai that will serve Macau industry.
I see.
This very nicely bring us to the Hong Kong and the Greater Bay Market area.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Then maybe with that we can move to our next segment on the Hong Kong market. So for our first question, let's start with Coco. If you can let us know what are some of the factors that make Hong Kong an attractive data center market.
Thanks, Julie, for the questions. Hong Kong is considered an attractive data center market due to several factors. First of all, Hong Kong serves as a gateway to mainland China and is strategically positioned within the Asia-Pacific region. Its proximity to the major cities in the region makes it an ideal location for the business targeting the Asian market. Secondly, Hong Kong has a highly developed and reliable telecommunication infrastructure. Hong Kong equipped with an advanced fiber optic networks, high-speed internet connectivity, and excellent international connectivity, facilitating efficient data center transmissions and communication. Furthermore, Hong Kong has long been recognized as a global financial hub with a stable political and legal system. Its adherence to the rule of law, protection of intellectual property rights, and transparent business environment also provide a secure and reliable foundation of data center operation. Also, Hong Kong offers a favorable business environment with low taxation, minimal government interventions, and a free market economy. It has a well-established regulatory framework that supports business growth and fosters innovation. And talking about the workforce, Hong Kong has a high-skilled and multilingual workforce, which is essential for the operation and management of data center. And we all know Hong Kong has a well-established data center market with a wide range of service providers and facilities. The presence of international data center operators and cloud service providers further enhance the options available to business looking for data center service. What is more important, Hong Kong has a very low risk of natural disasters such as earthquakes and typhoons, and its data centers are designed to withstand and recover from potential disruption, ensuring high availability and business continuity. So these factors collectively contribute to making Hong Kong an attractive location for business seeking to establish data centers, ensuring reliable connectivity, a stable business environment, and access to the growing Asia market.
Wow, that is definitely a lot of factors that make Hong Kong as an attractive data center market, and especially coming from Sunny Vision, our local data center operator. Maybe if Damon can also let us know some of the factors that you guys are looking into, see how Hong Kong is an attractive data center market.
Sure. So we definitely echo a lot of what Coco has mentioned, and so I'll just probably chip in with one additional point. So Hong Kong is great because it serves as a connectivity hub, right? It has 13 existing international submarine cables, and 2 more coming online gradually within this year in 2024, right? And it would just help to, in terms of serving consolidated workloads like AI learning deployments over here. That's why, the market itself has been growing about 6.5% per annum over the last 3 years. And in fact, some of these cables, I believe, are landing in, Sunny Vision's data centers and cable landing station, with Sunny Vision being, the most, the data center operator with the most amount of commission power as backed by Data Center Hawk.
I see. So from all of these, amazing factors in Hong Kong, but then how would you all view Hong Kong's role in the Greater Bay Area? Maybe we can start off with Coco.
Thank you. In my opinion, Hong Kong's role in Greater Bay Area holds significant potential due to its strategic location, robust infrastructure, and established business environment. First of all, Hong Kong serves as a major connectivity hub within the GBA and the broader Asia-Pacific region. Its advanced telecommunication infrastructure, extensive submarine cable network, and well-connected internet exchange make it an attractive location for data centers. Hong Kong's connectivity advantage enables seamless data transmission and low-latency connectivity, which are crucial for business operating in the GBA. Secondly, the GBA initiative aims to promote closer economy integration among the cities in the region, including Hong Kong, Macau, and several cities in Guangdong province. This initiative encourages cross-border data exchange and collaborations, creating opportunities for data centers in Hong Kong to serve as a gateway for business looking to access the GBA market. Data center can facilitate secure and efficient data transfer between Hong Kong and other GBA cities. Thirdly, Hong Kong's data center can also serve as a regional disaster recovery center for business operating in the GBA. The city's geographical location and well-established infrastructure make it an ideal location for disaster recovery sites. Data centers in Hong Kong also offer reliable backup and recovery solutions, ensuring the business continuity in the event of disruption or disaster in the region. Furthermore, Hong Kong's status as an international financial center also contributes to this role within the GBA. And last but not least, Hong Kong's international connectivity and its position as a global financial center will provide data center with access to vast network of international business and organization. This connectivity enables data center in Hong Kong to serve as a bridge between regional and global markets, attracting multinational companies seeking to establish a presence in both the GBA and the broader Asia-Pacific region. So overall, Hong Kong is an attractive destination for data center investment, supporting the growth and development of GBA as an important economic and technology hub.
Interesting. Damon, do you also have anything to add upon?
Yeah, I definitely love working with Coco. She leaves just enough for me to say and it doesn't overlap. So yeah, I mean, that Hong Kong definitely has a lot of positives, but specific to data centers, it's the most open and international city out of the the Greater Bay Area. Hong Kong is known for, its international financial and, transportation, right? As well as renowned, professional services. So this just means this is the place where all the global sources of capital are going to coalesce, and this will just help to bridge, all the investments, especially data centers, into the Greater Bay Area.
Right. Actually, like previously, going back to question 1, where Coco also mentioned one of the key factors that make Hong Kong as an attractive data center market is the tax structure. So we all know that the tax structure in Hong Kong might be, business friendly compared to other cities. But other than that, Hong Kong itself is very, very expensive. I'm personally also in Hong Kong, so I know that as well. But then, Coco, how would you say that is data centers struggling to maintain cost and efficiency in such an environment?
Yes, you're right. Hong Kong is known for its high cost of living and expensive real estate as well, which can have an impact on operating costs for business, including data center. However, the data center industry in Hong Kong has managed to maintain cost and efficiency through various strategies. First of all, it's about the efficient space utilization. Data centers in Hong Kong have optimized the use of physical space by employing advanced design and layout techniques. These include utilizing high-density racks and cabinets, implementing efficiency cooling systems, and maximizing floor space utilization. By effectively utilizing the available space, data center can accommodate a large number of servers and equipment within a limited footprint, thus optimizing operation costs. Like Sunny Vision, we are now owning and operating 8 data centers in Hong Kong, managing over 3 million square feet. Each and every square feet are well planned so as to maximize the utilization of every footprint. Secondly, we will also focus on energy efficiency measures. Data centers in Hong Kong, like Sunny Vision, always prioritize energy efficiency to reduce operation costs. We employ technologies such as efficient cooling system and airflow management to minimize energy consumption, promote energy and resources efficiency by using environmental friendly materials for building design, construction, and maintenance. So as a result, energy efficient practice not only help control costs, but also contribute to the environmental sustainability. When focused on the local location selection, data centers in Hong Kong, including us, always carefully choose the location within the city to balance cost considerations. While prime location may be expensive, data centers often looking for areas with lower real estate costs or repurpose existing buildings to minimize construction expense. We will consider factors such as proximity to the network connectivities, power supply stability, and disaster resilience when balancing the cost of land or properties. So while the cost of operating a data center in Hong Kong can be very challenging, we always invest in technology, process, and automation tools to streamline the operation, improve energy efficiency, and reduce costs. So regular assessment of operation practice and adoption of industry best practice always help us to stay efficient and cost effective.
Thanks, Coco. That was brilliant. How about Damon? Since I know you're based in Singapore, but also looking into APAC as a whole, would you say Hong Kong's data centers are struggling to maintain their cost and efficiency?
Right. So yeah, I mean, when it comes to data centers and in general cost of living, like you mentioned, right, as Hong Kong is definitely on the more expensive side. But to look at it from a data center cost perspective, maybe Julie, you need to stop taking pictures of your food and selfies. And let me go a little bit deeper, right? So talent like yourself, has certain costs attributed to it. That includes running data centers as well as the entire ecosystem. And ultimately, one key portion about it is data residency requirements in many cities, including Hong Kong, right? So even though cost may be a consideration when it comes to data centers in many cities, such as Hong Kong, ultimately, if the requirements are there, data centers still need to be built and operated, right? And these costs are then passed on to consumers when, you do your cloud file storages or video calls, etc., which all ultimately reside in the data center. So, it's almost a need to have the data centers regardless, right? Unless we're talking about like a more regional workload, and that's where people have more choices. But when it comes to some of these that we just spoke about, the cost is just part of, doing business.
And then the next question we can have James to ask our fellow panelists.
Okay. I think we know that the progress we made in terms of availability and affordability of sustainable energy in the Greater Bay Area and for Hong Kong. But what's your maybe for Coco and perhaps other panelists would like to share, what's your assessment of the availability of sustainable energy sources in Hong Kong?
Okay. As the largest data center provider in Hong Kong, the availability of sustainable energy source is also our key consideration for ensuring operational efficiency and reducing environmental impact. Talking about Hong Kong has been actively promoting the development of renewable energy sources. The government has set a target to increase the share of renewable energy in the fuel mix to 10% by 2030. To achieve this goal, various initiatives have been launched, including the implementation of feed-in tariffs, the development of offshore wind farms, and the promotion of solar power installation. This effort indicates a growing commitment to expanding the availability of sustainable energy sources in Hong Kong. So one of the renewable energy sources is solar power. Solar energy has significant potential in Hong Kong due to its favorable climate and available rooftop space. The government has been encouraging the installation of solar panels on public and private buildings through incentive schemes and grants. Data center can explore incorporating solar panel system to enhance clean energy and reduce reliance on traditional energy sources. Like one of our data center, Mega Plus at Tseung Kwan O, we have also installed solar panel in order to cope with the scheme. Furthermore, Hong Kong has been exploring the development of offshore wind farms to tap into the region's coastal wind resources. Several wind farm projects are under consideration or in various stages of development. So alongside the development of renewable energy sources, energy efficiency measure plays a crucial role in promoting sustainability in Hong Kong. The government has been actively promoting energy efficiency initiatives such as energy efficient registration scheme for buildings and the energy saving plan for government and public sectors. So talking about the energy import, as you also understand, Hong Kong is now relies heavily on energy import, primarily from Mainland China and neutral gas supply from various sources. While these sources may not be classified as renewable, efforts have been made to diversify energy imports and explore cleaner alternatives. So to conclude, while the availability of sustainable energy source in Hong Kong is growing, there is still progress to be made. The government's focus on renewable energy development, including solar power and offshore wind farms, indicate a commitment to increasing the share of sustainable energy in the fuel mix. So data center can contribute to sustainability efforts by adopting energy effective practice and exploring the integration of renewable energy systems. The cooperations between data centers operators, the government, and the energy providers is essential to further enhance the availability and utilization of sustainable energy source in Hong Kong.
Thank you, Coco. Now I move on to the next question. What kind of investments need to be made into technology and infrastructure, bearing in mind the new pressure from compute-hungry technologies like AI and machine learning?
In order to meet the demand of compute-hungry technology like AI and machine learning, investment needs to be made in technology and infrastructure for data center in Hong Kong. And for us, several key areas also need our attention. Firstly, high-density computing infrastructure needs to be upgraded to handle the increased power and cooling requirements of AI and machine learning workloads. As you know, nowadays, the per rack density is not talking about 8 or 10 kilowatts. It's talking about 40, 60, or even 100. So this involves investment in power distribution system, efficient cooling system, and advanced monitoring and management system. So networking infrastructure is also crucial to support the high bandwidth needs of AI and machine learning applications. Data centers should invest in high-speed and low-latency network equipment to ensure the seamless data transfer and communication within the facility. Other than that, the security measure must be strengthened to protect sensitive data and ensure compliance with regulations. We should invest in physical security system, encryption, and intrusion detection system to safeguard our customers' data. So energy efficiency and sustainability should be prioritized through the adoption of energy efficient infrastructure, advanced cooling technologies, renewable energy sources, and monitoring the PUE. So leveraging AI and machine learning technologies within the data center itself can optimize resources allocations and improve the operational efficiency. We should invest in AI-driven management platforms that can analyze telemetry data, predict maintenance needs, optimize workload placement, and automate routine tasks. This investment will position data centers in Hong Kong as a reliable and advanced infrastructure providers, capable of meeting the growing demands of AI and machine learning technologies.
Actually, that brings us to the future proofing of data centers. And actually, as mentioned by Eric and Coco, about having more efficient data center, more power efficient data centers, better managed data centers, knowing the IT portion of the user side or the managed building management system, automation system to have a more efficient data center is part of the future proofing of data center and handling higher power hungry, IT racks or AI or machine learning racks. So constant investment is crucial, like what Coco and Eric had mentioned, both in terms of technology, infrastructure, and even the human resource aspect. So as it's already mentioned and probably covered by you in the earlier answers, I wouldn't need to repeat the same question about future proofing of data centers. And perhaps I hand over to Julie to ask or to conclude this segment.
Definitely. Whether it's surging demand of new technologies, the need for sustainable practices, or navigating cost efficiency, staying ahead of the curve is always paramount. That's where the Hong Kong Cloud and Data Center comes in. Happening on April 18, 2024 at Kowloon Shangri-La, the industry leaders will delve into the hottest trend, technologies, and strategies shaping the industry landscape. From AI applications to energy management, this event offers valuable insights for data center professionals. Check out now by clicking the link in the description box.
And that brings us to the exciting and growing data center market in Taiwan. Joining us also for this special segment is Wilson Chiu from Chief Telecom.
I'm Wilson Chiu. I'm the Associate Vice President and work at the International Business Development Department in Chief Telecom. And the Chief Telecom is the largest carrier-neutral data center operators in Taiwan. And it's the subsidiary of Chunghwa Telecom. Chunghwa Telecom is the largest telecom company in Taiwan, and it belongs to Taiwan government.
Okay, starting off with a bigger question, as we see the growth of the data center market in Taiwan, what is your assessment of the market?
In my opinion, after I participated in several important international events or conferences from last year, such as BTC or Africa and Cloud Expo Asia 2023 and this year Africa 2024. I found that the common new strategy of the data center operators for business model are more investment in connectivity to enhance their DC value with building up as many links between their DC with their other partners, DC, which is not only domestic but overseas area or other countries. So Chief also is adopting such a strategy. It's more than 1 decade ago. And it launched several very important connectivity services to the market, such as Taipei Internet Exchange, TPX, Taipei Submarine Cable Exchange, TPCX, and Chief Cloud Exchange, CCX, play vital roles in connecting Taiwan to the world. The data center market is set for growth thanks to the government's change in policy and strategy to encourage the public cloud service providers to invest in Taiwan to build up or expand their sites here. Another factor is the implementation of AI-related applications. We are seeing a lot of demand from enterprises or solution providers for high power density machines. The most recent being for the financial sector's requirement to strengthen their services or networks for resilient ability issue. Those reasons have triggered several cloud service or solution providers to invest in establishing sites to extend their service or regional sites to Taiwan, which includes public cloud service providers serving the region, data center providers to support new DC construction and facilities, and the related ecosystem of cloud and connectivity service providers to set up their network pubs or pub sites for their potential customers' needs. They already evaluated suitable locations to fill the gaps in the market between the existing DC operators such as Chunghwa Telecom, Taiwan Mobile, Far EasTone, and Chief Telecom. Several new DCs will be built in Taoyuan to serve those overseas companies' requirements. The new operators such as BDX, Vantage DC, CBRE, JJL, and Cushman Wakefield are going to build up their sites in Taiwan. It shows that the local market is valuable for them to develop, and they don't want to miss this opportunity. Our new data center called LY2 will be launched in June this year. So LY2 data center is very conveniently located adjacent to the Neihu Technology Park in Taipei. And the data center security is very important for chip and for the client. So the LY2 new data center security verification is required for both visitors and vehicle entering the premises.
Interesting. In your opinion, what kind of investments need to be made into technology and infrastructure to maintain a steady pace of growth?
There are two issues I would like to share with you. First of all is IT service. To modernize the traditional system or portal for the needs of operations or customers. Chip continuously invest in incorporating the latest new services into its internal process to speed up procedures and increase the service quality, such as the IDC portal, Internet Exchange community, automatic two-factor checking function, and the newest AR or VR surveillance services. The second issue I would like to share with you is the connectivity. As I mentioned last question, the connectivity is the main issue for the data center operators recently. So as a leading IDC and network service providers in Taiwan, Chip Telecom not only possesses high-quality professional data centers, a high-speed 3-rings network infrastructure, and international bandwidth, but also maintains stable and close cooperative relationships with multiple globally announced domestic network service providers, with a strong promotion of Taipei International Exchange, TPIX, which is listed among the top 90 in the world. Chip is now actively focusing on the infrastructural development of its 3 rings of connectivity. The 3 rings represent different parts of the network infrastructure, including the Taipei ring, connecting Chip's existing DC, LY, HD, and LY2, together with optical fibers, and the Taiwan ring connecting Taiwan's domestic metropolitan areas, and the Science Park with optical fibers.
Thank you. Now, what is your assessment of the availability of sustainable energy sources in Taiwan?
Availability of sustainable energy sources is currently an issue central to all energy users at this time, especially data center operators. Because Chip Telecom is a subsidiary of Chunghwa Telecom, it will follow Chunghwa Telecom's sustainable energy strategy and carbon emission policy. Chunghwa Telecom and its group have set an ambitious target to reduce absolute Scope 1 and 2 greenhouse gas emission by 50% by 2030 from a 2020 base year, and aim to achieve net zero emissions by 2050. We actively participate in global sustainability initiatives for achieving net zero emissions, including the RE100 campaign led by the Climate Group and the Carbon Disclosure Project, CDP. After committing to achieving 100% renewable energy used by 2040, as part of RE100 initiative. Taiwan Telecom has outlined its greenhouse gas reduction targets with those set by SBTi. Chip will commit to achieving these goals in line with its parent company's expectation.
What kind of investments need to be made in terms of human resources? How can we train, upskill, and if required, even reskill the workforce to maintain efficiency in the age of AI?
It is really a good question. I will reply partly, about how my company can improve by some function or how we, expect our, colleagues can improve their ability. So Chip Telecom is keen to adopt new AI automatic function to improve its service quality and reduce the cost of human resources and burden on staff. For example, in a gathering of simple traditional traffic volume statistics, Chip Telecom's, for example, PPIX data exchange service is complemented by Jenny Networks. It is a company can provide a solution for the network traffic intelligence. By collecting flow traffic, the joint solution achieves precise traffic monitoring for different internet exchanges, providing a powerful tool for new troubleshooting and business analysis. Having stable and reliable data center environments and network infrastructure, coupled with Jenny's traffic analysis, TPX network management capabilities have attracted numerous domestic and international internet service providers, making it Taiwan's largest internet exchange center. Through our intelligent anomaly detection engine, proactive network behavior analysis, and machine learning traffic baseline, it can instantly detect abnormal traffic indicative of security threats such as DDoS and botnet attacks, thus safeguarding the customer's overall network security. The implementation of all these automatic tools or AI functions into our daily operational processes requires our engineers to know or learn how to adapt and use these powerful tools to discover any weakness or room for improvements in the system and deal with the problem at the earliest opportunity. And my company also encourage our colleagues to improve their ability to get the certification, or encouraging them to attend the international conference to learn the newest technology.
And that's a wrap. Thank you all for joining us on this episode and taking a deeper look into Greater China's data center market. Thank you, James, as well, for being such an excellent co-host.
Welcome.
Once again, a big thank you to Cloud and Data Center Conventions for making this episode possible. And to our listeners, if you're interested in diving deeper into the world of cloud and data center technology, don't miss out on the exciting lineup of events in Hong Kong, Taiwan, and China for 2024. These conventions offers insights, networking opportunities, and lucrative business prospects. Check out the W.Media website or the links in the description for more details. Our next episode will look into how data centers can use liquid cooling, better design, and AI to walk the talk on sustainability. In case you have any questions that you would like to ask our host to ask our guest, please write to us at editor@w.media. Our episode will drop on April 16th. Stay tuned.